Good afternoon, Mike the MC, bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you a similar video from the morning with respect to our faults, but in this regard it's from St. Therese of Lisieux, the little flower, and how she talks about that trust in God. I figured, hey, why not share an example from a saint who put faith in the Lord from her faults, that she realized, hey, you're going to help me through this and find the good through the faults, and how that will help other people and myself and family in the process. And I just thought, hey, let's share a story with you after this morning's video. And I thought St. Therese of Lisieux here has a good story to share with you. So we'll dive into that, dive into further how our sins can really be the way, the bridge to uniting with other people who are in trouble, and how we ourselves, when we come to know each other that are trapped in the same sin, we can bring each other together to heaven. So let's get this topic started. So here's what little flower St. Therese of Lisieux is saying from her diary about faults, how she felt about it. And so, but Jesus was watching over his little bride and drew good even out of her faults. For as they were corrected very early, they helped her to grow more and more perfect. And so there are a couple things I can argue with on that point from little flower of Therese of Lisieux. The idea that if I make my faults early, if I sin right away at a young age, you can argue, hey, well, maybe that's a faster way of learning. You learn from your mistakes right away. You realize, hey, I should not watch porn. I should not do drugs. I should not drink alcohol perversively. I should not be doing this kind of activity, being a glutton, etc., etc. And you can argue that from an early age, you learn faster and you become more mature later on in life. And then you can help other people as a late bloomer, or maybe as an early teacher, however you look at that. But I think there are other ways to consider that point as well with the faults. I always like to think of, okay, if I'm struggling with a particular sin, and I realize I'm not alone. I'm with other people who are also addicted to some certain things from the past, like other people. And I realize, wait, I'm in a community. I'm in a community of sinners. I just realized now that I can talk with you because we all suffer from similar sins, from our own mistakes. And yet we can share and talk about these topics because we know where we struggle. And we in a community can share and help this among ourselves, our friends and families, even our enemies. And so kind of connecting from the earlier message video I shared this morning about Jesus being the way, superabundant truth for those who are seeking a purpose in life. In this way, it's like looking at our lives, looking at our examples and how people can learn from us and how we can look at our own past mistakes as a way of guiding people to God and coming back to heaven. It really is a beautiful thing. And so going back to what I was saying, when we realize we're in a community together that has struggled, you realize, hey, we can share similar points because we have been through the similar struggle. You can relate this even to veterans in the military who, I'm not a veteran, but from what I know, veterans know veterans, and their stories, they can relate to each other because they've been through all the struggles, the trainings, the warfare, the survival, the recovery. And likewise, even with police and other disciplines, when you know like attracts like, and in that regard, that is a beautiful thing. Now, let me ask you this. How do the opposites attract come into play? So, for example, we talk about those in relationships. We talk about those in the context of, okay, you're switching careers now. You bring that kind of wealth of experience to this job. How's it going to help me in this profession? Well, when the opposites bring new ideas, new experiences that people never saw before. So for me, from engineering to now social work, one time at my internship where it helped other people, it's like, wow, thank you, Mike. That's awesome. That was amazing. We did not think of that. Thank you. That really opened the door. Or when that agency shares something with you, for my mind, it's like, wow, I didn't realize I can do this to help other people. And so when opposites intertwine in the sense that, hey, our experiences are now mixed together and we can really learn greater now because we're sharing all these experiences, linking the dots to have a greater idea of how to help more people with a better plan. That is beautiful. And so like attracts like and opposites do attract, they both come into play. And so with respect to sins, when we realize we have sinned and had a fault, we realize, hey, how can I lead or write a book or leave a video for you to that it inspires you not just to give up on the idea that, hey, maybe I should not give up on myself. Maybe I do have a purpose. Maybe I should start believing in myself that I can do good things. And so I know I stumbled there trying to say that point, but the idea is give up on negative thinking, give up on toxic beliefs, and believe now with positivity that you can overcome those toxic habits, that you can do good. You can do good and believe that you can, and unite people because you know the truth and I know the truth, and we can overcome those habits. We can overcome the negativity because we now believe with positivity that by knowing each other, we can overcome this as a community. We're not alone. We are bound. We are in a brotherhood, sisterhood, whoever you are. A familyhood, right? Families need help these days. Everybody does, and especially our leaders. So keep everyone in mind, even our leaders. So a leaderhood help the leaders as best they can. Maybe you can find a group that can help you. If you're a judge, a leader, a governor, etc., don't give up on yourself. Find peace, find truth, and you will be okay. And so that is for me, Mike the MC, from the afternoon video. Give up the negative thinking and embrace the positive, and come to know that you are in a community with other people that wants to change. And when we share ideas from different perspectives, that also creates a better plan to help more people. So I hope that helps you keep that in mind. And remember, you can do good and always share ideas that makes a better plan. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good one.